Sometimes people decide that they're going to try and do their bankruptcies themselves. Legally, people are allowed to try and file their own bankruptcy cases, but it's just not a good idea. Much in the same way that if you have a toothache, you shouldn't be pulling out your own tooth, although legally, I suppose you have the right to do that. When people try and fill out their own bankruptcies, they have to understand that it's not just a matter of filling out a bunch of forms. There are certain requirements that the bankruptcy code requires, various classes that have to be taken at certain points, and then when it becomes time to fill out the paperwork, they need to understand before they even get to that point what type of a bankruptcy they're supposed to be doing and whether or not they qualify for a particular type of bankruptcy. Once it's been determined what type of a bankruptcy somebody's going to be doing, it's not just a matter of filling out forms. Everything needs to be answered as dictated by the United States Bankruptcy Code, and it's something that's very complex. The bankruptcy laws are very complicated, and if something's not filled out correctly the way that it's supposed to be done, that could have disastrous results. Sometimes when people try and do their own bankruptcies, they don't understand what's actually being asked, and what looks like might be an answer on the bankruptcy schedules is actually not what the courts are looking for. And if you get that wrong, you could either be denied a discharge, or worse yet, you may have things taken away from you when there's really no reason to have your property lost. A lot of times when people try to file for bankruptcy on their own, they wind up losing assets that they wouldn't have otherwise lost. They might have to end up giving property or money over to the trustee, not because legally they have to, but because they didn't know what the law was and didn't know how to go ahead and protect what they have when they filled out the paperwork. There's only one reason that people try to do their bankruptcies on their own, and it's to save money. In the long run, it usually has disastrous results. A lot of times people who file for bankruptcy just wind up back at a bankruptcy attorney's office only to be told that it's too late and that their bankruptcy case can't be saved. If you're worried about how you're going to pay for a bankruptcy, there are ways that we can put you on an affordable plan that will fit any budget. The bankruptcy laws are just too complex. It's best to always talk to an experienced attorney about whether or not you can file for bankruptcy, what type of bankruptcy you should be doing, getting assistance with the process, and coming with you to what's known as the 341 meeting of creditors.